right as I go live. No, no, that's not how you start a live stream with a 100-pound nugget head. What are you doing? All right, let me check my sound. Oh, we got nothing there. Is that muted? There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Sorry about that. Right as I go live, I suddenly have a cat and a dog down here, so I don't know what is going on. They've been fed and had everything, so I'm unsure what's up. How's it going, everyone? All right. And I did not set me right, so boing, there we go. Okay, so ain't gonna do it. Nice hotkey there. All right, so now that I'm done being attacked, how's it going, everyone? Yeah, I'm still wearing my gym clothes, so looking all hot. Urgh. Yeah. All right, so shows Rumble's up. I want to make sure. Rumble's still playing around with his pre-roll. I'm not sure why. There it goes. Wow, Rumble. That was lazy of you. All right, everyone, how's it going? Yeah, you're going to have to put up with my insane manliness. I'm unsure why my screen is flickering. I know why, because I ain't got my light bright enough. So, hang on. So how about you get attacked by a dog? Hang on here. All right. That might help the flicker, so I apologize for the flicker. If you don't get my light just right, it messes with it in and out when I move, and I happen to move a lot. So yes, I apologize for my gym attire. I don't have a lot to show off here, but gonna wade in. I'm trying to do one. I missed doing a stream the other day due to some more issues and stuff going on. Then I finally died. I was just so tired. So I'm going to try to do one right now. All right, what I want to talk about anyway. Joel, how you doing? All right, Rumble's going, YouTube's going. Let's go into this. I don't want to be super long, but we'll see how that goes. As anybody knows, I'm not very good at short ones. Light Bright was fun to play with, but it was not a game. What the hell? What the hell? Don't know why that is looking weird on my side. All right. I don't know what that means. Light Bright. I did like Light Brights. Don't want to age myself, but actually, don't they still have Light Brights? All right, guys. I'm not going to bury the lead here. I got to ask. Has Candace Owens gone freaking crazy? Boom. Hey, my hotkey worked that time. I'm impressed. And I remembered to do it. Has Candace Owens gone nuts? Ask your opinion. Check your screens. What's wrong with my screens? What's wrong with my screens? Look fine to me. What do you mean, check my screens? I don't know what you mean. Everything looks fine on my end. I'm looking over here on my other screen, too. Oh, I didn't have any problems. Huh. Everything's going on Rumble just fine. My connection is good. My internet's great. So yeah, I'm unsure what do you mean? Did it have a glitch? Yeah, everything's good on both my screens. But all right, thanks for warning me if there's a problem. But yeah, the studio show's good. Everything's looking good. We'll see what happens. If my lighting gets weird, it's because it also likes me to have my back lighting on a little brighter. But I don't always have the TV on and stuff, so it is what it is. All right. Sog, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm getting used to calling you Sog instead of GTR, but I still have problems because I love the GTR so much. All right. So Sog automatically is going to come in. Yes, she has. I mean, I'm going to ask, because for a while there, a lot of people, when Candace was coming out suddenly, starting to absolute take a dump on Israel, everybody's like, yeah, Candace tells the truth, yeah. Candace, come on. It's popular to take a crap on Israel right now. It really is. Once again, anybody here knows, I just don't think America should be involved. If I had to choose a winner, I'd say Israel. But But I think Candace has gone nuts. Either she's lost the plot, either somehow some too much melanin or something, or the air living in London has soaked into her brain. Sorry, Sog. Soaked into her flippin' brain. Something's wrong with her, or she's just grifting. She's just going to sway from now on to whatever insanity will draw her clicks, points, views, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's almost like she's trying to be the new Alex Jones at this point. She's lost her mind, in my opinion, or she's a pure piece of crap grifter. And I'm all for the grift. You know, I can idolize some people like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. I can idolize Andrew Wilson. I can idolize that type of grift. Hell, I've had a couple YouTube channels I made money on in the past. Sure ain't this one, but I have. But no, I think she's gone knuckin' futs. Tin hat? I don't know about tin hat. We're going full rolls of tinfoil here. London is a... It is. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that you guys have to say that over there. Until recently, Washington, D.C. was a shithole. I can say it. I'm a couple minutes in now. Yeah, so... Oh, man. Follow the money, says Joel. Well, Joel, you may be right. You may be right. It may be the money. I'm just checking over on Rumble. There we go. So, yeah, it may be the money. You think... Now, do you... So, pretty much, I know the Israel conspiracy theorists, everything's Israel's fault. You know, they wake up in the morning, oh, Trump sucks. Oh, Israel sucks. You know, those people would automatically be going, but all the money comes from Israel to run control. Now, Joel is saying follow the money while Candace has gone knucking futs, taking every dump in Israel she can, and now she's pretty much said the government and or the Trump administration took out Charlie Kirk. I saw this the other day and I was like, what? Are you kidding? I rewatched that video a couple times. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm hearing it wrong. Maybe I'm being too critical. I'm going too far the other way myself. And I was like, oh crap. Sorry, my mouse cord is really being goofy. I prefer corded mouse, sorry. I had to watch it more than once. And I was like, okay, no, she's saying crazy shit. She's lost the plot. Candace Owens goes full tin hat, says, if the government honors someone with a holiday like they did Charlie Kirk after he was murdered, then they definitely killed you. There's no question they killed you. That is a quote, guys. We'll play it in a second here. But holy crap. Candace Owens is now directly accusing the Trump administration of killing Charlie Kirk. They definitely killed you. Yeah. He gave up so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they were just like, nope, that's it. So here's a holiday. What is it with them giving a holiday after they kill them? As soon as they gave you a holiday, they definitely killed you. There's no question they killed you. These quotes aren't even what I call the worst. It's when she talks about how she's lost faith in the Trump administration over this. And when you're saying the Trump administration's name in the middle of this BS here, you are implying the Trump administration took out Charlie Kirk. And I have not heard too much out there of even Candace defenders going, oh, shit. No, that's not what she meant. Even they're going, oh, OF, oh, this is not, no. Holy crap, Jim Patterson, you're alive. How you doing, buddy? Holy heck. Buckle Bunny and I were wondering if we're going to have to have a proof of life check on you. Sog, she's turning into a leftard. You know what, man? You're clear across the pond dealing with a lot of your own lefties right now, but you're right. I've heard a couple people say that. A guy I was talking to at the gym today, and I'll tell you what, this kid, he is literally 22 years old, and he says the world's gone knuckin' futs right now, and he's like, this young kid, says him and his friends think the left right now are the craziest people on earth. He said, not in America, on earth. And I mentioned the Candace Owens thing. I want to get a real feel. And him and his other buddy who were doing legs today, stopped, looked at me, and go, man, what the hell has gone wrong with her? Sog, they said the same thing you did. Either she's gone far left, losing her brain, getting broke in there, or she's grifting. I don't know. I said maybe she's nuts. This confuses me. I thought she was cool a while back. Man, Joel, so did I. There was a time a couple years ago, I really supported her. I thought she was going to be one of those people you're going to look back on in 10, 15, 20 years down the road and go, that person there was somebody we really had to have out there. A media personality who came along and helped tell the truth, helped heal, or at least put facts out. And I really believe that. Her kerfuffle with Crowder gave me a crack in that armor. Because if you look at how she went after Crowder, especially over Crowder's wife, who did manipulative bullshit and did things against court orders a bunch of times. So I'm not going to get involved in that, but the way she went after Crowder, that was a thing for me. Do I think Crowder's always right? No. Do I think all of his humor hits? No. Am I going to lie and say I don't fast forward through some of his show with some of the skits and jokes? Are some of them amazing? Yes. But is his show and him and his staff amazing in general? Yes. But that was a big shot for me right there. When she started this whole Crowder hate thing, her split with Daily Wire, I'm not too messed up with that because I don't know how you guys, hey, let me know in the chat, how do you guys feel about the Daily Wire? I have they're not horrid, but I get a slight bit of arrogant smarminess from them. Does that make sense? Not used car salesman smarmy like, I forgot his name on Fox. Hannity. Sean Hannity gives me the ick. To quote Andrew Wilson, Sean Hannity gives me the ick. He just, smarmy used car salesman. Sorry to used car salesman out there. Nasty used car salesman, vibe. But the Daily Wire people give me a little bit of, we are so much better than you. They look down on you as much as the far left does. But they do some good. But her split with them didn't bother me so much. And at first she seemed pretty even keel still. But Candace's attacks have been getting weird. Her attack on Crowder, actually, she's going after Crowder a lot harder, and he's going after her. He's like, phew. And then the weird stuff she started going off about Israel, and I saw you might be right. She might be going left. Or just lost her flippin' mind. I mean, holy crap. I do appreciate you guys being here. Sorry, I'm still a little jazzed from the gym and trying to get in to do this because I was feeling lost without getting in here. All right, so let's go and hear from in her own words. Let me get my headphones on here. And we're going to take a listen. Candace has gone knuckin' futs. And we all know if you're an Israel conspiracy theorist, the money all comes from Israel. So her talking against Israel isn't going to get her the Israel love and might get her offed, according to, if she's thinking Charlie Kirk was offed by the Jews for talking against Israel, which she's been saying. She's got a lot of theories on this. Said something against the Jews. Israel took him out. Oh my God, American government took him out. Is it all the above? Is it none? Which is it, Candace? But yeah, something's goofy. I do like how this person here, Ash Farms, puts it. It's absolutely amazing how many people feed Candace Owens psychotic behavior by validating it and promoting her content. Well, of course, when she goes against Jews, they'll always do. Now she's saying that Trump ended Charlie Kirk. She just knows. Her Crystal Stone told her. That's the problem with Candace. She puts a lot out and gives very little, if no, type of evidence. I don't like that mystery box crap. Something is going on behind the scenes. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I don't. I'm going to blame London. I'm sorry. All right. Let's take a listen to in her own words here. Sorry, my headphones are acting screw. I know everybody get different headphones. I'm sorry.
Just really needed to just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know. We just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it.
That right there is clearly saying Trump had something to do with it. I'm sorry. That is saying Donald Trump went and offed his friend, one of the people probably most responsible out there for helping get Trump reelected, to helping bring people to the conservative party, the Republicans or whatever. Nope, we're done with him because he might have said a few things we didn't like. Israel told us to. Sorry about the lack of crappy biceps and arms. I was in a hurry. So yeah, I mean, what the hell? I don't know how a lot of Trump supporters can look at her with a level eye anymore. You got to be going, ooh, stink eye time. You got to be squinting sideways going, what the hell? What the absolute bejesus is she thinking? Soon she's going to come out and say that Joe Biden was the best president ever and Kamala would have been amazing. I'm waiting for that crap. Kamala had the election stolen from her. Yeah, there are lefties starting to say that now. Trump cheated this election. Oh, so now we can deny elections again.
It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to.
Sorry, I'll back up.
And they just were like,
I'll back up a little right before
ways
Trump.
That I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like, Martin Luther King.
That right there is her directly saying it. That is her right there just saying it. She's saying that's it. The United States government took them out. We all know who's in charge of the government. She just got done shitting on Trump over it, saying Trump, lost faith in Trump. They said, nope, we're done with you. Tell me how in the absolute crap. How is that valid? Holy shit, she's lost her plot. And the funny thing is, let me ask a question here. Let's play devil's advocate. Hey, Candace, let's say you're right, and the Jews. And Trump said, that's it, take out my guy. Take out the guy who helped me get reelected. Boom, took him out. You don't think they can take you, Candace? Whoa, is she trying to become a martyr? Or is she just friggin' nuts? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm a decently brave human being. My wife has seen me stand up against people much larger than me, whether out of bravery or stupidity, take your pick. And I've gone against some pretty tough things in my life. But I don't know if my best friend or one of my top friends had been by, and I was 100% sure it was the Jews and the Trump administration / United States government. I'm not sure I would be openly going out there going, yeah, they did it. If they could take out Charlie Kirk, who was much bigger than Candace, just saying. Doesn't seem like a lot of sense there. And to me, it makes me think she's a nutbag or a lying grifter. So yeah, let's finish up and I'll get back with you guys.
What about this holiday? What about this boulevard? Anyways, let me knock it off. Like, they're going to give Charlie Kirk a boulevard. They already did. They did in Israel. They gave him freaking boulevard. It's like, as soon as they give you a boulevard and a holiday, they definitely killed you. Okay, there's no question. They killed you. There's no way. That's like their signature thing. It's like that's what they do. It's the Fed signature. It's how they sign off after they murder you. So like holiday and a boulevard. And it's never on a nice side of town either. Like Charlie Kirk Boulevard is not going to be a nice side of town. Anyways, I will be back on the 27th, you guys. Thank you guys for all the support throughout these couple of weeks, these last really kind of 6.
She's nuts. And here's another problem I have with this. When you got, hey, I am all willing to put on the tin foil. Come on, guys. I've warned many of you on my streams before, go grab your roll of tin foil. I've even said sometimes, oh, you may want to get 2 rolls and wrap that around there. When I'm going to go tin foil hat nuts, I'm going to let you know. You know, I'm not just going to go nuts off the end and have you go, whoa. I'll let you know. But this right here, I am tired of shit like this. We don't need this tinfoil hat bullshit right now, because this is letting the left out. Because right now, letting them, we finally are getting people to wake up to the violence on the left, the craziness on their side, the attacks, the riots, the violence everywhere. And now we got this goof nut coming out here, it's my opinion, coming out here and going, well, no, it was the Jews, the government, and Trump. So now some lefties are actually already spouting this, going, see, it wasn't us. The poor gay trans furry dating boyfriend and the trans furry themselves are just fall guys from the government. They're the next JFK grassy knoll thing. So now she has run cover for the left. So when SOG says, oh, you know what, Candace is going left, you may be right, because she just ran cover for the left, gave the lefties, the nutbag lefties, an argument. And because Candace said it, who was considered on the right, they're going, well, even your own people are saying it was Trump. Oh, great. So now there's a lot of people out there who only watch their bubble that are going to see this being spread on their bubble out there and go, well, Trump. Well, the Jews. That's what they're going to see now. Now when you try to tell them, no, this guy was a left nutbag, even his own family. Well, no, Candace Owens said Trump. And as soon as they hear Trump in their head, you know you can't get that out. The TDS is strong. And it seems like the TDS side of the force has taken in Candace, and Candace is becoming their dark lord by giving this shit voice and sending it out to the Padawan apprentices on the dark side of the left. So now they go, ha ha, it was evil orange. The orange side of the force took him out. Crazy. So that pisses me off. What for all we finally get the facts out there of the left's violence, the left's attacks, the bullshit things, studies from the left on the right is violent. Don't believe your lying eyes. Yeah, we finally get everybody to start seeing it and start to wake up, and boof. It seems too pat to me. Maybe she was always kind of a lefty. I don't know. Maybe that's why she left Daily Wire. You can say a lot about them, but they are kind of, some of them, pretty conservative. Maybe they looked at her and said, there's something going on there. Jim, seems like all the roads somehow lead back to Trump. Everything is his fault. Of course it is, Jim. That's why it's called Trump derangement syndrome. Trump is as guilty. When these people wake up in the morning, it's already in their head. Trump, Trump, Trump did this. Trump did that. Jews, Trump, Jews, Trump. That's just going in their head. Because, come on, where were these leftards to say, nice job stopping the war, Trump? Well, free Palestine. Oh, wait, Trump freed Palestine? Ew, ew. We love Tesla. We hate Tesla. They have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. The left doesn't give a shit. A rat's ass. A jackwagon's wheel spoke about Palestine. They don't give a jackwagon's wheel spoke about illegal immigrants. They just need something. Tell me, here's how you can prove this. You're going to tell me these leftards are this in-depth, have this much feeling and stake in all these weird causes? Palestine? They have them don't even know where Palestine is. They know nothing about it. Somebody says, free Palestine. Yeah! And they go out and tear stuff up. BLM, tear stuff up. All it is, it doesn't matter. Ooh, illegals. tear stuff up. Oh, Trump, bad, tear stuff up. It's all just a reason to get out and riot. This is their social club. This is their get-together. The left needs something. They're empty, vapid, hateful individuals that have nothing. They feel like, oh, I am now Princess Leia, head of the Rebel Alliance, against the evil Darth Trump. That's what they think. They're mentally goofy. 12 years of being programmed. Half these people. What do you have? You got these, like, going to No Kings protests. We talked about this. You had people right around 20, 25. Think about when the brainwashing started. They were 12, 13 years old. That's why they were out there. Then the middle, from about mid-20s to 60, you didn't see them out there, the No Kings. Now 60 and up, 65 and up, I think, actually, you saw people out there, they're walkers, and as the NBC lady said, Q-tips everywhere. Because they're the only ones that still watch legacy media. So you got the brainwashed, and you got the legacy media watchers still. The ones who see MSNBC sit there, Trump, 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 bad, 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 evil, you know? So that's what we got. All right. But yeah, everything is Trump's fault. Everything. Trump frees Palestine, they just turn around and ignore that it happened. Never acknowledge it. They just turn to something else. Well, Trump's trying to end people here. He's a horrid person, but he just freed your Palestine. Don't see it, don't hear it, don't know what you're talking about. I've even heard these idiots start spouting the Charlottesville crap again. I've been hearing it a lot. The two young guys I was talking to, I hate to say that phrase, the younger guys I was talking to today at the gym, they said they've heard that. The Charlottesville and Russia's back. Oh, Trump's new ballroom. He's trying to be like the Russian oligarchs and have his Putin-style ballroom. Oh, shut up. They don't give a rat's ass. They don't take the time to Google. Even if you tell them, hey, Barack Obama's basketball court costs more than this. How many presidents have spent more than this redoing the White House to their specs, ripping up history? This is a little bit of the newest wing of the White House just to attach a ballroom that Trump and donations are paying for. The other presidents use taxpayer dollars, but they don't care. This is Trump trying to be buddies with Putin, have a Putin-style dance hall. Yeah, come on. They'll be out there, dance hall days. Yeah, sorry. Too much 80s there. Too much gym workout. Joel, is it tin foil or aluminum foil? You know, Joel, it depends. I have bought some that says aluminum foil on it. But yeah, a lot of it they say tin foil, but it's not tin. You're right. It is aluminum. It's aluminum foil, I believe, right? Yeah, I think it's just aluminum foil. It is weird how we've done that, isn't it? Or I'm sorry, as Sog would say, aluminium. Anytime you're on MLK Boulevard, you're in the wrong part of town. She's kind of right about that, but now, is it because it was named, they took and named a bad place, MLK Boulevard, or the wrong types gravitate to that name? I don't know. My box of Reynolds Wrap says aluminum. Okay, there we go. Well, maybe I buy the cheap stuff that says tin foil. I know. We all say tin foil, but I think all of them say aluminum foil. I really do. I think Joel and Jim, I think you're both right. I think it all says aluminum foil, but somehow we said tin foil because it sounds cooler. I don't know. Or we're just stupid. We say it right. It's our language. No, you guys have screwed up your own language. Even Jeremy Clarkson has made fun of that. You guys, how much you've screwed up your language. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Until you get to Z, then it's a Z. It's a Z. Z. One letter. Z is Z-E-D. This doesn't work. Clarkson had a whole rant about how the English have screwed up their own language. And I don't want to hear too much when you guys keep adding weird U's into words that don't need to be there. Flavor. instead of flavor. So yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I just think Candace has lost the plot, or she's grifting, and I don't know which. Okay, which do you think? And you can, if you're not watching this live later, you can come back and answer me. Do you think Candace has lost, the gerbil's fallen off the wheel in there? Somebody turned the light too low, the gerbil couldn't see, fell off the wheel? Or do you think she is just a grifter who's going to swing wherever she thinks she can get the clicks and the dollars? Or third option, has she always been an undercover lefty? I am undercover lefty. I don't know. I'm just curious. Danny, how's it going? I like how you come in with that, because soon as you wrote that, Danny, high-paid grifter, I thought of a Clint Eastwood movie. I saw High Plains Drifter right away. Welcome, Danny. How's it going tonight? All right, so Danny says grifter, and Sog says she's lost the plot and is a lefty. So Sog is combining two of mine. Danny just says grifter. Anybody else? What do you think? Is she just a dishonest grifter, looking for them clicks, lost her mind, or just undercover lefty? I don't know. Good morning. Oh my. Where the heck are you at, Danny? I've never asked. I know where Sog is. Sog it's midnight. It's after midnight. So for Sog, it's close to 1 a.m. So, good morning, Danny. Or as a friend of mine in the urban exploring world always said, Carl, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because he was a fan of Jim Carrey. She never had a mind to lose. I've always talked to people, and Joel and I, Joel was just saying, used to think Candace was a lot better than this. There are people who were telling me back then that Candace was not what we thought, and that she was kind of a made person. I don't know how else to put it. That she was dishonest and a grifter. I didn't really want to believe it, but now I gotta wonder. All right, so Joel is going with Danny. Joel and Danny are going High Plains Drifter, grifter. And we got other votes for lost the mind. Because Danny says she never had the mind to lose. Okay. She doesn't look put together enough for an interview. She dresses nice. Yeah. But doing a lie bit from her show. I mean, come on, like I look amazing. I'd flex for you, but then it'd be like the cartoon, the old Bugs Bunny cartoon. He flexes and his bicep. But yeah, I don't know, guys. And Rumble, you guys can over there. Can I see you over there? You guys can also comment if you like on it. Rumble's weird. My last live stream got as many views on Rumble as it did on YouTube. And those are the verified ones, not the unverified. They have it two ways of doing their analytics, and weird. Less comments. Rumble's a weird duck. Of course, it's the same on the big channels. Like Timcast IRL gets crap load more comments on YouTube than it does on Rumble. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I think she's openly accusing the Trump administration. She's accused the Jews. Now she's accusing our government / Trump administration. I mean, so now is she trying to say it's all three? Or is now she's switching it up from it's the Jews to Trump administration? I mean, maybe she's doing it all because, Trump does have Jewish people in his family. Because we all know the Jews run the world. I don't care if you support Israel or don't. Acting like this postage stamp, barely bigger than flippin' Rhode Island country, I know it's bigger, is running America, you're stupid. That is just a level. There is not enough aluminum foil that I can put around my head that's going to get me to believe that. Well, it's all the money coming in from Israel. Do you realize that we have more money in our pinky finger of America than they have in Israel? So, come on. That's where she lost it for me with her anti-Israel BS. Yeah, like I said, the anti-Israel stuff seemed nonsensical to me. And yes, I would say right around that is when she really lost me. I started looking at her with a real squint. But there was a chink in the armor for me with the Steven Crowder stuff. The Steven Crowder thing, she went goofy. She went goofy. There you go. That look says it right there. That look. She's gone, lost the plot. Boom! she's goofball. You know, and I will be more than happy to take you guys throwing flip-flops at me if suddenly it comes out she's right. If suddenly we're having the FBI Trump tapes in the future. You know, we had the guy on the grassy knoll. They brought him out of retirement to take out Charlie and set up the poor gay dating furry dude. You know, he was there, Harvey Oswald. Did I say that right? Somehow Oswald seemed wrong. Thinking too much Oswald Cobblepot. Ha! Yeah. Smart people in the chat. Or later, if you're watching this video, Oswald Cobblepot. Who's that? And that's how my brain works. There's tracks going in there and Yeah, the Israel BS started losing a lot of people. Even people that didn't like Israel were going, no. He said a few things about Israel going, okay, this isn't quite what I like anymore. I doubt Israel, with everything going on, said, you know what, we got to stop him. Because if Charlie Kirk keeps talking, our whole Israeli grift will fall. Our Jewish power base will end. Come on. Especially since Trump has helped them out. So let's just go with that. Trump has helped the Jewish people out a shitload. Charlie Kirk helped out Trump. I doubt. And Charlie Kirk was still bringing people to the Trump side of the force, folks. So I'm not sure Israel's going to look at Trump and go, hey, we're going to do something that's going to hurt you and take you out. Meshuggah. I'm not even sure if I'm using that right. So, yeah. All right. Joel. Joel starts off with, here's a thought. It's Friday night, guys. Don't think too much. It's Lee Harvey Oswald. Thank you. But who's Oswald Cobblepot? Trust me. It's a movie. Comic book lore also, if you know. All right, here's a thought. Didn't she just have a baby? Maybe it's postpartum depression. Possibly, Joel. And honestly, Joel, I would say that's less of a conspiracy theory than anything Candace has said lately. Yeah, I would give that some points. I would dang well give that some points. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It could be, because it does cause some major changes in some women's brain chemistry, body chemistry. Not all, but maybe she's just, after having the kid and the changes in her body chemistry, with being immersed in this world so much and doing this so much and moving and everything going on and leaving the Daily Wire, I could see where somebody could snap a little bit. So possibly. All right. Danny. She lost it for me way back when she debated Blair White. She went full on turf and Blair came in for an honest, open discussion. Okay, you're right. I do remember that. I do remember that. You're right. And yeah, Blair White, I don't always agree with Blair White on some stuff, but I will say this. Blair White's pretty honest about who she is. Sorry about the quotes, Blair, but you know, it's a man, baby. Yeah, Blair White. I'm getting that right? I'm not mixing up Blair White's name. I'm already mixing up Lee Harvey Oswald's name. But Blair White's the one, yeah, okay. Pretty sure. But yeah, okay. I think, Danny, I think you're right. I may have to go back and watch that again, but I think you're right. I remember that. It was, yeah, she was ODFS. Bish has been off in the deep since back then. Wow. When was that? Do you guys know how long ago that was? Because like I said, I started seeing cracks during the way she left the Daily Wire and the whole Steven Crowder thing. How long ago was that? The Blair White. Jay Watterson, what's up? How you doing, man? So, that's why women should stay out of politics. Ouch. All right, wait a minute, Sog. Did you not like Margaret Thatcher? Just asking. Depends who I talk to over in the UK. People really either seem to love her or go like, eh. And I don't know enough about what she did to have much of an opinion. Full off the deep end ever since. Okay. Well, yeah, so far, you guys are coming in with ideas and stuff that postpartum depression, been nuts for a while. And we all know she left Daily Wire. Why? Because she was having some Israel issues with, I forgot, Ben Shapiro. And then Ben Shapiro, okay. Ben Shapiro is a Jewish supremacist, and we all know it. Yeah, he is. Man, he says he's way too far the other way. So, yeah. I mean, he really does think Israel walks on water. And I think, I've said it before, I think that if it guaranteed Israel 100 years of prosperity and peace, just 100 years, he would just he would let America be taken over and by China and have half our population gulagged and ended just to give his Israel 100 years. Yeah, I don't trust Ben Shapiro very much myself. You love Shapiro. Uh-oh. I'm stepping in it. I don't know. I just don't like a guy who is born in America, lives in America, having loyalties to another country first. And he does. He does. He really does. It's like half your immigrants are GTR, or SOG, sorry, buddy. It's like half your immigrants there. Even when you bring them in legally, they still love their old country over yours. Like our immigrants here who want to wave the Mexican flag, Viva la Mexico, well, crapping on the country that's in there, giving them everything. Jim has no opinion. You really? What? All right. Who are you and why are you wearing the Jim Patterson skin? Let Jim Patterson out. Let him out of the basement. Free Jim Patterson. You really don't have an opinion on the Candace Owens thing or Ben Shapiro and Israel? I mean, you guys know how I feel. I don't think America should be involved, but I'm going to say this. I also would like America to tell everybody else to not be involved. So, yeah. Danielle Skinwalkers, yeah. Yep. Or wearing a Jim Patterson skin. Come on. What movie is that? Sci-fi movie. Sci-fi movie. Kind of the title kind of goes along with how we're talking about some government conspiracy and agencies and stuff. Jay Watterson, Candace is in a position to investigate Charlie Kirk's assassination, a way others can't or won't. Everyone's trying to silence her or suspect. So Jim Patterson thinks Candace is just fine. So Jim, Jay Watterson, I don't know what you heard earlier. Sorry, Jay Watterson, I don't know what you heard earlier, but do you think Candace is right when she says Trump took him out? She is clearly implying the Trump administration said, okay, we're done with Charlie, end him. I can't go there. That is just way too far from me. Even Riker don't believe it. Do you, buds? Nope. Keep your nose off the keyboard. No, 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 no. No, keep your big old skull off the keyboard. Sorry, I got a huge Chesapeake head right here. Yep, Chesapeake Bay Retriever. That's what he is. Big dog. He's 100 pounds even, aren't you? We're trying to knock him down a couple pounds. But he's not fat. He's just, we like him about 95. It's good for his joints. So I don't know, Jay Watterson. I can't think Candace is right anymore. I would kind of go with you on some of my past streams a little bit because I don't know either what's going on, but not 100% sure. But I think she's lost the plot now. First it was the Jews. Now it's our government and Trump. I can't go there. I really can't. Yeah, I know that's a nice opinion, but I can't follow her down that toilet spiral. Yeah, me either. What is he? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what he just stole. I hope that's a dog bone he just picked up. Or I'm going to find out something he ate later. Is that a bone? Okay, that's yours. You can eat that. Good boy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a dog behind me crunching on his chew bone. No, I can't either. That toilet spiral, I can't do that. If I widened my screen out, you guys would see him right over off my shoulder. Oh, now he's over by the couch, behind the couch. You can't see him. So, Jay Watterson, I don't know, bud. I think you may be in the minority here. Some people here are thinking Candace is a grifter. Some think she just lost her mind. I cannot say. I mean, okay, Jay Watterson, do you think the Trump administration had Charlie Kirk killed? I gotta clearly ask. And Jay Watterson isn't shy, guys. We've disagreed many times. We probably will many more. So if I ask him, he's gonna tell me. He's gonna throw flip flops at me, but he'll let me know. But do you really think the Trump administration had Charlie Kirk killed? Because that's what Candace is saying. It's clear that's what she's saying. But I'll give you a second and check on the people over at Grumble. Still 3 or 4 of you over there. Not bad for Rumble. I know it's Friday night, so I'm going to say thank you very much for giving me any of your time on a Friday evening. And before Buckle Bunny comes on and tells me later, hey, I was driving, couldn't watch, but I was listening, you didn't tell everybody to hit thumbs up. Please hit thumbs up for the stream. If this is your second or third time here, if it's your third time, then please subscribe. If it's your first or second, first time, I'm not worth that yet. Second time, maybe. Third, please. All right, Joel, look at the picture of her holding her head with both hands. Visual cues show something is bothering her. Yeah, but Joel thinks it is a maybe postpartum issue. I'm wondering, I'm really wondering, we'll move off her in a little bit here, guys, but I'm really wondering if she got so big, so popular, so fast, now she's chasing clout. She's trying to find a way to keep that. It's like child stars. They get super huge. They're millionaires by the age of 13, 12, 13. Then what do? What do you do? Rarely can they recapture that, that feeling they had, the clout, I'm important. They're like, well, they do the rest of their life. Sure, they got money, but sometimes they're empty. And I'm wondering if she's chasing clout and trying to keep that. She got so big, so fast, so young, and now, shit. Things are changing, and she doesn't know which way to go. I'm just asking questions here. I'll play devil's advocate. Means I'm playing Jewish advocate. Sorry, Jim. Jim right now just went, what? But Jim knows I'm joking. Most of the time. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Charlie has turned more open young minds on anyone on Trump's staff. Yeah. Working in his administration when everyone ever removed their best asset. Yeah. So that's my problem. What are we actually going to believe that the Trump administration would get rid of one of their best assets? I mean, he is not only one of their best assets that helped Trump get reelected this time, but he's one of the best assets to keep Trump's support growing. At level or growing. He was out there advocating and helping not just Trump, but the Republicans in general and conservatives. He was showing people that conservatives, and I'm not one, but he was showing them they're not the ooga booga, hiding under your bed, yeah, gonna get you types that a lot of lefties act like they are. He was showing, hey, we just want to talk. And he reached out a lot. So yeah, I don't think the Trump administration is going to look at one of their best people and take them out. Now, if you want to say government, maybe you'd say the leftist deep state, maybe. But boy, I don't know if they could pull that off with Trump in charge of so much. I think you'd have a Bongino problem if you really did that. So I'm not sure. Jay Watterson, you and I have talked about that before. What have we been told about the assassination is BS. I don't think it's all BS. I think there's a lot of it's that's dead on true. Some of it could be BS, but anybody that expects, I'm trying to say this with kid gloves, but I'm not sure I can, so apologies. Anybody that expects to know everything while an investigation is still going on and before a trial has got a screw loose. There is no colorful metaphor of your own choice way. They could release everything while they're still investigating and or before a trial. And I keep using the Rittenhouse thing. We didn't know half the stuff about the Rittenhouse case until the trial. So I'm going to think, do we know everything? No. Are they telling us everything? No. But can they? No. Because you can compromise cases, you can compromise investigations, the court trial hearings, all of it. You may warn somebody releasing stuff. There's always going to be times until something's ended and done that we're not going to know. You cannot expect them to come out and tell you everything while they haven't got it all figured out. And I don't think they have it all figured out. I really don't think they know everything. I don't know if they ever found the furry boyfriend, but he took off and disappeared. I got a feeling, this is my tinfoil, so I know Jay Watterson can get that flip-flop ready to hold it up for me. This is my tinfoil or aluminum foil conspiracy. I think the guy was brainwashed by the trans furries and he was the fall guy. I think he was the fall guy. That's just me. I think he was the fall guy. I think it's the trans furries that did it. They used him as a fall guy, partially hoping nobody would get the connection. Oh, look, his family's Trump supporters. No, everybody had been calling this kid out for a couple years going nuck and futz. They were hoping the lefty media could run enough interference to get that through. I think the trans furries did it. Just me. Just me. Urbexy, what's up, man? Adding to that representation across the pond, Urbexy. Of course, Urbexy's a little farther north than Saug, aren't you? I think you are. Yeah, you're farther north. I'm for finding the truth regardless where it leads. Me too. I'm all for it. I've always said, and I don't know any Trump supporter yet that hasn't said, like, with Epstein, with the Charlie Kirk thing, whatever it is, even if Trump's involved, get the truth. Get it. That's because Trump people aren't in a cult. Most Trump supporters are not in a cult. Sure, there's the culty nutbags, but most of them aren't in a cult. They just want facts, truth, honesty, stuff like that. But yeah. How you doing this morning? Well, for you, it's this morning, Urbexy. Anyone else getting a buffer every few seconds? Everybody in the chat, if you are getting a buffer, give me a thumbs down in the chat. Urbexy, of course, Urbexy is halfway around the planet, guys. Well, not halfway. He's only 6.5 hours ahead of us, just like Saug is. But he's up north, so, you know. Gotta watch them northern UK, folks. All right, no buffer, says Danny. Okay. It might be that you're so far away. And it might be the UK is looking at my mouthy button going, eh. May want to take him down a little. Oh, thank you, everybody on Rumble. I do see you over there, and I am checking the chat. You can also join the YouTube chat at Lion's Den. on YouTube if you do want to chat and don't have an account on Rumble to talk. But I appreciate you being here. All right. Jim Patterson. Okay, all women are 2 or 3 people. Wait and see if she turns around. I've seen it happen in a split second. Now, Jim, you know what? What you're saying there may go with what Joel is saying. That may be, like Joel was saying, maybe some postpartum's going on here. Maybe. I don't know if Jay Watterson would agree with Joel on that, but they are both viable. That's a viable comment. That's a good comment. She could. And women, there is jokes about women changing their minds a lot because they do. I worked at a fitness center for about 10 years or so. And one of the girls, I was this building supervisor. She was the counter person. She would used to read my Maxim, and I would read some of her Cosmo. Read Cosmo a while. Women themselves talk about how they have a problem with changing their minds all the time and can't make up their mind and can't make decisions. So you have a point. You have a good point, Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson. In the Rittenhouse case, the very next day, no, we didn't know everything. But it doesn't matter. There's still investigations here. We don't know how deep this goes. What if they're really after a huge thing? Something huge going on, some huge conspiracy. They can't release it. Would you want them to compromise an investigation or the court case? If this guy did do it, do you want them to do something that compromises a court case? Or as they would say, maybe taints a jury pool and gets this guy off? So you got to watch that. Do I think we know everything? Nope. I'm going to withhold my judgment until the trial. I want to see what happens at the trial. I want to see what we learn. I want to, honestly, this will make you a little happier, Jay Watterson. Let's see if we get to a trial. Let's see if he doesn't just, oopsie, trip in the shower and crack his skull open on accident, or if he, something else. Then I'm going to start to worry, Jay Watterson. Okay, Owens has pretty much pointed the finger at Turning Point. Well, Urbexy, thing is, she started off saying it was the Jews. I believe first she went, it's the Jews. Then she said it's Turning Point. And now she says, as I played the video a little bit ago, she says she's blaming the United States government / Donald Trump. She's directly accusing the Trump administration of having something to do with this. If you guys want, I will let you make the decision in the chat if you want me to play this one more time for some of the people who just showed up. If not, please feel free to go check it out. Milk Bar TV, Christos Greek, you name it. Everybody's got this sucker everywhere. Because there's a lot of people going, what the absolute beep, 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 is going on. Buffer stopped. It was just when I started watching. Okay. So, yeah, she's pointed. So, yeah, Urbexy brings up a point that I didn't get to a little bit ago, so I didn't even remember it. Not that I'm amazing. But, yeah, she's blamed the Jews. She's blamed Turning Point. She's blamed the United States government / Trump administration. Who's next? Who's next? Is it going to be, da-da-da, don't take off the sunglasses. Put on the sunglasses and see the truth? Is it going to be the aliens? Just asking. Just asking. Is it going to be space aliens next? You got to wonder. You just have to wonder. Once again, I apologize for my gym attire. I was in a hurry. I'm not trying to show off the guns. I'm not trying to flex the pecs or anything. Just, I was in a hurry. But yeah, so, all right. We are going to move on, though, unless we got anything else to talk about on this. We're going to go into you know what. This is our KQED. 2 injured after officers shoot at truck outside Alameda Base following day of protests. The title, and you're going to find a lot of titles everywhere that kind of leave out the fact that this truck backed right at the officers. Sure, it may be in the article, but they like to really make the titles as lefty-friendly as possible. They want to make that as lefty friendly as possible and not mention this truck backed up at the officers. And this truck, we'll see in the video a little bit, aims itself, resets itself so it's straight after going around all the bullshit, dumpsters and garbage the lefties have put out there blocking the entry to the Coast Guard base. Truck goes back through, then resets itself straight, and then you can hear it peel out. We'll see in a little bit. It peels out backing at these officers. They really make the title pretty milquetoast. I'm sure you guys have heard this, but I'm going to read a little bit for those of you who haven't. At least 2 people were injured Thursday night when law enforcement fire officers opened fire on a U-Haul truck trying to back onto a bridge to Alameda's Coast Guard Island, where federal agents arrived earlier in the day. What was expected to be a major immigration enforcement escalation in the area, which has been canceled because people in the city have told Trump, we are going to try to handle this. Give us some time. So he backed off. Because Trump's not a king, you idiots. For those of you with a king, I apologize. But we in America ain't fans of the kings. But yeah, I love how so this whole thing, and once again, the title is for lefties, and the first sentence they think, oh, somebody might read that. They'll read this much. Oh my God, why would these agents shoot at some poor truck just backing onto a bridge? This truck's trying to back up, and they just shot it. They know that people won't read farther, or they know a lot of these idiots won't go look at the video. That truck set itself and purposely tried to run backwards at them, which I don't know what they were thinking. You're going to back up to armed agents. Of course, maybe backup is obviously smarter than going forward, but you got to think they're going to open fire on your ass. I'm not sure that's brilliant. The shooting occurred around 10 p.m., hours after hundreds of people have dispersed following protests there for much of the day against Border Patrol doing their job. The job the Trump administration was legally elected to do. Sorry. I'm going to do some editing for him. The truck driver was wounded in the stomach. I don't know. I haven't found out who this person is yet. I personally thought the person looked like a woman in the video clips I'd seen. But everything says it was a guy and most of them know, so I don't know. Shot in the wound in the stomach is being held for mental health evaluation, like all lefties should be at the moment. Sorry. That's the problem. We closed down our asylums, and now we've let the inmates wander among us. And taught the inmates words hurt and words are violence. Yeah. Department of Homeland Security sent a statement. A bystander was struck by a fragment, treated at a hospital, and released. The Coast Guard said law enforcement officer opened fire on a U-Haul truck after its driver defied commands and backed onto a bridge that leads to the inland base, reversing towards a blockade of officers and law enforcement vehicles, shutting off access to the island, which is usually closed to the public. Officials have not specified what agency the officers were from. Now, this is bullshit because this truck didn't just back at them. It backed up to them. They're already on guard then. Then it pulls forward, centers itself, gets itself in a straight line, and peeled out in reverse. I'm going to keep saying it, and you'll see it in the video. You hear it. It peels out in reverse at these guys. Video footage captured by KTVU and KPIX shows a U-Haul truck line up facing away from the bridge before slowly reversing onto it. Bullshit. It slowly got in, went through the barricades, got itself, then backed up towards the officers, then went straight, leveled itself, then peeled out backwards. Bullshit. They're leaving out a lot, and they're still doing that. Officers can be heard yelling at the driver before shooting repeatedly at the truck for multiple seconds. After the initial gunshots, the van reverses more quickly. See how long it takes them to get to what really happened? Way the flip down here. They know most people won't read past this and this. That's it. That's why they leave out stuff. But they want to not have everybody go, well, you're being dishonest and lying, but it's in there. Way the fuck down here. After the initial gunshots, the van reverses more quickly. No. Bull. Lie. You'll see it in the video. They peeled out backwards and then they opened fire. This is making all the leftards, anybody that does get this far, go, oh my God, they opened fire. That's why the person decided to back up on them. No. They shot after the van peeled out after them. You'll hear that when I play the video clips. The vehicle appears to pause for 30 seconds at the intersection leading off the ridge. It was not at the intersection when it started. Yes, it paused when they left, and I cannot believe nobody went and grabbed that person out right then. The driver, along with another person not in the vehicle, were injured. Now, so I'm not finding anything that says who this nutbag was. FBI investigating a shooting incident occurred, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just crazy. By the way, the ever peaceful left. Remember, don't believe your lying eyes. It's the right that's violent. Yeah, just opening your eyes and looking at everything that's going on. School shootings, church shootings, Charlie Kirk, Tesla stuff, you name it. George Floyd riots. Ooh, we can even go back to Ferguson. Yeah, Trayvon Martin. It's almost always the left. They'll go, but J6. J6, you got one out of years. And hundreds and thousands. Show me the right side people assassinating lefty presidents and or lefty people talking on college campuses, and we'll talk. Don't believe your lying eyes, says the left. The Democrats and left have no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment to use as a cudgel. All right, now this guy here is just as dishonest. I'm not going to play much of him, partially because CBS is a bunch of a-holes, but also, listen how he frames this. I don't know how loud to turn this one, so let me set myself here so I make sure. So I don't know how loud this one to turn this one up.
Criticism and controversy over the tactics federal agents are using against people protesting immigration crackdowns. CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole.
By the way, not to be a jerk, I know I'm not one to talk. I have a face for radio and a voice for silent cinema. That is not the voice I expected from him. Oh my God, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to CBS News. What the crap?
Scanga, who joins us now, spoke exclusively with the governor of Illinois and a top border.
I don't want to talk about that. I love how they talk about, the tactics. Let's see. Here we go, the U-Haul. Now, I don't know if this is the full footage. I got some other clips, but let's see. Check out some of the footage
but
here.
Ultimately stood down.
I think this is it.
Overnight, police opening fire on this U-Haul truck.
See when they cut in? Did you see when they cut into the footage? This isn't the full clip. But when do they cut in? When the officers are shooting at it. When they're shooting at it. Not showing these leftards, these smooth brains, these asshats that'll watch MSNBC, all the Q-tips, they're not showing them the time the van slowly backed through the barricades, back towards the office, and went level, cell straight, and peeled out at them. Nope. Just shows, oh my God, the van, they're just shooting at it.
Overnight, police opening fire on this U-Haul truck as
That's
it
when they
backs
cut
into
in.
them outside this Coast Guard base near Oakland. Our CBS San Francisco station.
And that's why I wanted to show you right away first. Really? Really? Let me catch up with you guys. We'll go look for more of the full video clips here. Post Millennial is honest enough to have the full clips. All right. Let's see. Catch up where I was. I'm saying keep investigating. Oh, yeah, I agree also. I agree totally. Keep investigating. Trying to silence any non-official investigating. Well, there's a reason you don't want non-official investigating at times. It can poison, once again, a jury pool. And or what if some of these people interfere with an actual investigation? Just saying. I'm not saying it's all right. But I say I can understand reasons from their POV. What facts, that theories are actually trying to... Well, I can, once again, I can understand from their point of view. I haven't heard anything about this. Oh, Joel, you haven't heard about the Coast Guard attack? Wow. Yeah, well, the lefty media sources that are talking about it this way. They cut in. Once again, I'm going to play it just for you guys. Watch this. I'll even go back to the girly girl here. And I think it's right here. Okay. Right about here. You watch how they cut this footage in. And when you see the full clips from Post Millennial here in a second, watch the difference.
Ultimately stood down.
Overnight, police opening fire on this U-Haul truck as it backs into them outside this Coast Guard base near Oakland. Our CBS San Francisco station, KPIX's camera was rolling as it happened. The driver then pulling forward and stopping briefly before...
That looks like a chick to me. I'm going to leave that up on the screen for a second. Doesn't that look like a girl to you guys? I see, well, I'm going to apologize for my own stupidity there. I was being old school and going with how things have been throughout time, most of the places, that is a feminine looking face and a feminine looking do going on there. I could totally be wrong, but nowadays you never know. Good God. I don't, but you see how they cut in just at the gunfire, the dishonesty. Now Post Millennial, they're a little hyperbolic the other way, but this is a more honest headline. Coast Guard opens fire. It's actually the police, not the Coast Guard. Opens fire on U-Haul driver speeding towards California base gate while defying stop order. That's more honest. They did speed. They peeled out. You'll see. They peel out in reverse. They were yelling for a good while to this van to stop and not keep coming. This is more honest than this. And this. You gotta, that's why I always tell people, go look at what the left is putting out there. You gotta see the dishonesty to combat it with people. Because now, anybody who watched ABC or CBS or read the QED, NPR, and PBS here is going to go, well, oh my God, they just shot at these people. They were just backing up slower. Oh my God, they just opened fire. Not knowing they were driving backwards very fast at the officers and had been warned. You got to know how to combat the disinformation. How to combat the lies. Security station at a California Coast Guard base entrance on Thursday night opened fire after a driver in a U-Haul truck ignored their commands to stop. The incident occurred, video taken at KTVU. Reporter Henry Lee showed personnel with firearms drawn shouting for the driver to stop as the U-Haul reversed towards them twice. This thing reversed towards them one time and they were screaming at it. They did not open fire. So that person went forward, set themselves straight, and then peeled out at them. Yeah, so even they left a little bit here. So here we go. I've got these pulled up a little bigger over here. I think this is it. That's wounded. Here, okay, I pull them up. Is this the full? No, right here. Watch this. I don't know if this is the full. I don't think this is the full clip. But here we go. See, they're yelling. I'll start it over here. As loud as it goes. The shooting's very loud, so watch your ears. Warning. I'm going to stop for a second, give you a second. This part is very quiet. When the gunfire goes off, I'm going to catch it in these. Like real gunfire, it's loud. Now, I like the sign right here. Military checkpoint ahead. You usually don't drive backwards onto a military base with guys screaming at you with firearms out going, stop, do not. Don't tell me this was an accident like ABC and NPR and PBS and everybody else trying to make you think. Just somebody lost backed around. Oh no. They had to get through all the little barricades the lefties put up too. That's insane. That gunfire, yeah.
Hey, they just opened fire on a U-Haul truck.
I don't like what, I don't know if you can hear that. This reporter's going, they just opened fire on a U-Haul truck. Tell them why.
Hey, they just opened fire on a U-Haul truck. It started backing up.
Right there. He says, if you can't hear it, they just opened fire on a U-Haul truck that started backing towards them. It didn't start backing towards them. Didn't start backing towards them. Now here's the U-Haul.
Yeah,
I can't believe they didn't come out and go after them.
there, and I don't necessarily feel comfortable.
So if we believe everything, that person there was already shot in the stomach. But here, I'll go back. This is only part of it, because the full clip shows this thing backing around. Hang on, let me see if I can find 114. No. 112. Okay, this one I think is a little more. See the van going forwards, right? Watch. I'll bring this up. Once again, quiet, then it gets really loud with the gunfire. So, see the van goes forward. This is the van after it leveled out. The van had originally backed up towards him, but was off diagonal, having to back around all the barricades. So it pulls forward again away from the officers. It was up about here by that sign. Pulled forward to get straighten itself out. Straightens itself out. As you can see, it's going to straighten itself out. Then just, you'll hear it peel out. Peel out. I'm betting the person screaming there is the one that got the shrapnel. But that's nuts. They peeled out. You hear? And this was not we backed towards them. I don't think these people have any realistic thought in their head about what gunfire really is when you're under fire. They backed up thinking, oh, well, they just won't shoot at us. Or they're like, oh, well, we can take it. We've had a lot of soy and tofu today. No. Then when bullets are flying, they probably got hit. Oh, shit. Now shit is real. And your self-preservation said, oh, crap. I hate Trump, but I got a bullet hole in me now. Leave. I can't believe they didn't come out instantly after this. But of course, they're afraid of running into a crowd of people who's going to attack them. So, okay. So, yeah, Joel, that is what's going on. I mean, it's nuts. I think there's a couple other clips, too. But there's a longer one. That is just crazy. This is the peaceful left, remember. But it's the right that's violent. By the way, and I keep telling you, go look up who wrote those. Those two studies I like to cite. BLM and Antifa people wrote those. Yeah. All right, trying to see if I can find the longer one. There is a longer one that shows the thing backing around more. But, I don't know. Is this it? There's a longer one. Let's see if this is it. I can't guarantee you guys. If I could find it again. But this is insanity. There, peel out. At least you can hear that van peel out right there. That's stupid. That's not just backing towards them. And see, those guys are backing up. So I think back towards them. There's backing towards them. There we go. Here's the earlier one. That van backs towards them. Whew. And they're screaming and yelling. Now they go to retreat. Most of these guys retreat. See, they're leveling it out. Yeah, this is the earlier one. They're leveling that thing out, straightening it out. Now they're getting ready to go. I feel bad. I feel bad for the person, even if they were a leftard out there protesting that took some damage here. That sounds like the person screaming, the one that took the shrapnel. That is insane. Stop. I do not let anybody from the left say, well, the right's violent. No. And just even if you forget studies, just go, show me. Show me the evidence of right side violence in the past 10 years. They'll go J6. You go, then you start naming off the insurrection at the Capitol. Negates it. You can name off all the years of riots we've had. All the shit going on in Portland, the Tesla attacks, walking up to a Trump supporter in the street and blowing him away. Charlie Kirk, all the stuff like this. You name it. There's so much we can go into. Hell, we can even talk about the guy in Wisconsin, the memory hold guy there, who drove into the Christmas people in Wisconsin. Even Rittenhouse. Those are lefties. They're out there rioting that caused that. So you just tell them, show me. Take a piece of paper. Write down the incidents of right side violence for me. I'm going to take my paper, write down the left side of its incidents of violence, and then we're going to see how that works out. You're going to see how it works out. All right. Sorry, guys. But yeah, Joel, that's what's going on. And it looks like this person was injured in the gut. The person screaming is probably the person that unfortunately got some shrapnel. And I'm saying right now, even if it's a lefty protester, you don't want this. We don't want people on either side getting perforated with lead. We shouldn't be trying to end each other in this country. God, China is just loving this shit. So is Russia. Oh, yes, because Trump's trying to end the country to help Putin. Shut up. Shut up. All right. Anonymous billionaire donates $130 million specifically for troops' paychecks. One man is more patriotic than the entire Democrat side. Damn right. You guys hear that the other day when Trump said that in the press conference? Dude, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, that is amazing. What do we have on their side? We have Soros and rich people donating for riots. What do we have on Trump's side? Yeah. Private donor gives $130 million to cover military pay. Yeah. Trump says that too. I think it's right here. Yeah, Jim, thanks for reminding me of that, bud. I do listen to you guys. I read chat. Anybody's not followed my old channels knows I like chat. So yeah, watch this stuff. I think this is the one. I'm just doing this raw, so if I make a mistake, I'll find it. So this is great.
And a friend of mine, talking about donors, a friend of mine, a man that's great. I'm not going to use his name unless he lets me do it. Susie can tell you about this, but he called us the other day and he said, I'd like to contribute any shortfall you have because of the Democrat shutdown. I'd like to personally contribute any shortfall you have with the military because I love the military and I love the country, and any shortfall, if there's a shortfall, I'll contribute it. And today he sent us a check for $130 million.
Can you share who that is?
I would love to tell you he doesn't really want the recognition, if you want to know the truth, but he gave us a check for $130 million,
And that's going to go to
which was sort of a shortfall, yeah. And it's going to go to the military, yeah.
God damn. Now that is patriotic. Dude, doesn't that kind of give you goosebumps? Look what we got donating on the left. Donating for gas masks and batons and gas bombs and things that go after and blind our agents. Anything that can supply them to attack and tear this country up. What do we got on Trump's side? Yeah, thank you very much, Jim. What do we got on Trump's side? People who will donate. I don't care if this person's got $40 billion in the bank. The fact that they still ponied up $130 flipping million to pay our military to help make sure they take care of their families. That is amazing. That's what we got on our side. Sorry, Cat was doing something weird back there. That is what we got on our side. Their side? They'll donate for more tofu and soy and signs and gas masks. No showers, though, if they need them. But our side, donate to go, hey, make sure the military's taken care of. Make sure the families are good. Yeah, that right there is the way to be. Whoa. Right there, that tells you we're on the right side. That is it, right there. We are on the correct side. History's going to look back. So thank you, Jim. So yeah. Whoa. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, that's definitely, that was a moment. I would love if somebody on the left was here. I would love to hear how you square this with oh my God, the evils, the evil folks, the evil people on the right. They're so horrible. The millionaires and billionaires. Show your side. So where are the rich people on the side of the left donating? If they want health care, oh my God, too many people on food stamps or whatever may not get their money. Where are their rich donating $130 million to help make sure the families get fed? To help pay for the military or the police or something. It's horrible. Trump's trying to hurt them. Well, where are your billionaires? Exactly. Yeah, the peaceful left, 100%. Camera guy by the barricade has balls of aluminum. Yeah, dude. Isn't that crazy? That one dude stays there. In that footage, he stays there. Like this guy. Yeah. Dude, that is nuts. This guy right there. Yeah, that is crazy. This guy barely walks out. I mean, what? The gunfire's going right here. Sorry about your ears, guys. Watch his shit. The cameraman's right there. There are bullets flying downrange right now. Even if these guys hit that truck every time, there's something's going to ricochet. That's how somebody down here got some shrapnel probably. Dude, you're kidding. That guy is, man, I'm telling you, those testicles are cast iron. They clank. They are clanking hard. Whew. God dang. That is, I don't know whose cameraman that is. He needs paid. He needs paid good. Damn good. Damn good. All right. I feel no sympathy for the leftard who took some shrapnel. Well, I'm not sure it's a leftard. And I am going to feel sympathy just in case. What if this was a peaceful protester? Yes, there are some on the left that are just peaceful, who are going to protest and say this sucks and I don't like it, but they're not out there saying hang Trump and F this and F ICE and dox them. There are some that are peaceful. There are some, like if you watch James Klug and even Cam Higbee and some of the others, who actually do talk and discuss still while they're there. So I am worried, what if it's one of them? And I don't want to be as bad as they are going, ha, 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 one of them got shot. I don't want that. I don't want that, because if this person was one of the moderate ones just protesting, doesn't believe what you and I believe, I don't want to ha-ha them. I'm going to be, now if I find out it's a POS person who's wanted to dox and says to end the families of the ICE agents and end Trump and, oh, F America and something like that, then I'm slightly less bothered by it. Not happy about it. Don't want to be happy if somebody getting hurt, but I'm less bothered. It's not the same thing, YouTube. Look it up. So if it's the right person, you don't feel sympathy, or you feel less sympathy. But don't fall into being the left. We got to make sure we stay slightly better. I'm not saying we got to stay above the fray. Sooner or later, somebody's fighting in the mud hole. You got to get down in there with them. You can't stay too far above, trying to think you're too much, too good above them. We'll do it the right way. Nope, sooner or later, you got to get in there and fight. Fight just as dirty as they are. It's It's a saying, YouTube. Okay. Walmart videos on November 1st are going to be wild. Woof. Ugh. I'll be worrying about November 1st, November 2nd, November 3rd, November 4th, November 5th. Yeah. Yeah. Went to Costco today and got 6 months worth of stocked up supplies. My wife and I need to pick up some bottled water, but we aren't, I'm not saying we have a shite load here, but I do have some MREs and a few other things around. You know. And I have some fishing equipment, some freedom seed throwers, you know, stuff like that. Got to plant some freedom seeds maybe. Hope not. Hope not. But I'm just saying. If you got food and you're allowed to have freedom seed tossers, make sure you have enough freedom seeds for them planters. Follow your laws where you live and make sure you have enough seeds for them planters. It may be planting season. I don't go to Costco. I go to Sam's Club. But I got you. Hey, Sog. I was talking about what you wrote above there, Sog. I don't know if you were gone and didn't see, but I did comment on what you said there a little bit ago. I truly suggest everyone go out and stock up because the next couple of months things are going to get different. I don't know. See, here's the thing. The left made a mistake. They didn't amp up their foot soldiers quick enough. And Trump did things to try to put them off their game of amping it up. They pushed Trump. They've pushed Trump hard, trying to get him to go, to do things. They've laid traps with these bullshit rulings from the federal district court judges that the Supreme Court has told at least twice, you can't do this shit. It's illegal. And Trump still lets them do it and tries to fight it in court. There's a reason why. And I think Trump's doing that, not because he's a wimp. Do I think he should push a little harder and tell him to F off? Yeah, but maybe I'm not very bright either. Because maybe he's doing this because he hasn't wanted to push the left. If he pushes the left too hard while it's nice out, you're going to have Wyatt season, you know. Maybe he was trying to slow them. Because Trump knows probably as well as anybody else, in the cold weather, the leftards don't come out. Tofu and soy don't build up the fat and the muscle to keep you warm. And they're lazy. It's not fun in a huge group when it's really cold out. And Chicago is about a month or so from getting flipping cold. A lot of these cities are a month from getting cold. Now, the southern cities could be some shit lighting off. But the left has started to get violent a little bit late. They've missed prime riot season. I mean, come on. We are almost in November. By this time, 1 month from now, Chicago's probably going to be snowed on a couple times. It ain't going to be as fun for the world. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that things might get frisky, but... Now, let me catch up with you guys here. Let me ask you a question. Now, I understand... Now, why do you think November 1st through 5th are going to be more frisky? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Why do you think it's going to be more frisky? Oh, EBT meltdown, that's it. Okay. Yeah, the EBT meltdowns are insane. They're out and out saying that, go take it. Stop me. I dare you. Yeah, they're nuts. They're nuts. Oh, they are. They're totally nuts. The EBT meltdowns are just gold. If I could spell. Welcome to my public school. EBT. How'd I get an M? How'd that happen? But yeah, there's a lot of them. The meltdowns are skyrocketing and possible EBT and food stamps being paused. Where are the billionaire lefties to donate money to go to the EBT system? Weird, huh? The days they get their EBT SNAP benefits. Okay, so yeah, okay. As I thought you were saying, but I wanted to be sure. Well, the funny thing is, why do we have so many people on EBT in America that are fat? Not a lot of countries, poor people are fat. American poor people are fat. And don't give me this food desert stuff. I just can't afford good stuff, so I buy Hostess Twinkies. Dude, over at Aldi, I can go to Aldi and buy a bag of carrots for like $1.30. A big flipping bag of carrots. Peel them up, eat them. Peel them up, cook them, whatever. You can buy tons of stuff, from avocados over there, whatever else. Yet you go to the aisle where the junk foods are, they're more expensive. So I am tired of hearing the leftards out there. Ow, it's the food because poor people can't afford the good stuff. Bullshit. Bullshit. You go to Hy-Vee, Jewel, Albertsons, whatever grocery store chain you have in your area. Carrots, grapes, lettuce, stuff that's good for you is not that expensive. It is not. It's a lot cheaper than buying a box of Hostess or, God help me, I love the guy, a box of Captain Crunch. I miss the Captain. I love the Captain. Carbs. Damn it. I do love the Captain. I love me Toucan Sam. But they go and buy crap. They'll buy the cheapy Salisbury steaks, which still you can get a good amount of food in those. But they'll buy that instead of buying actual meat that is actually pretty cheap. You can buy ground beef or pork chops. Pretty cheap. But they'll buy the junk food. Look at the damn carts of most people on EBT. You look at that damn thing, you're going, geez, wish I could buy that much crap. And a lot of it's crap. We played a video about a month and a half ago. Chick couldn't even walk anymore, telling her husband, grab me that. Y'all eat 6 boxes of those ring dings this week. Oh yeah, and grab me those Twinkies. I want 3 boxes of those this week. Yeah. America has the fattest poor people, and it's not to do with, the good stuff is expensive. You don't need to buy organic everything. Just go buy a bag of fucking carrots, some lettuce, a dressing, not the fatty dressing. Go buy the vinaigrettes or something. It doesn't have all the fats in it. But oh no, they want to buy the junk food. Then they want to take their little shot. I'm losing weight. See, I'm healthy now. Because I'm done nothing. I'm eating 8 pounds of Twinkies a day and 2 liters of Coke a day, but I'm losing weight now, so I'm good. No, you're still going to lock up your veins and have a coronary. Just be easier to carry your body out of the house. But yeah. All right, so. All right. Hang on here. Hang on. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Okay. I didn't say this, YouTube. This lady
Watching
did.
all of these niggers lose their EBT is hilarious. Nobody told these women to have multiple kids with multiple niggers. And I also love how they're all saying that they're gonna commit a crime on camera. Shit, I'm gonna walk out with my shit and I ain't paying nothing. Y'all took my EBT. Okay, Shaniqua. You wouldn't have to steal if you were a productive person in society. And we all know niggers do not fit that description. I think we should keep taking all of their benefits until they get up on their fucking feet and stop depending on people to raise their niglet. EBT and all these benefits are enabling and making these people even more entitled. You can see in the chimp outs, they think they're entitled.
I'm sorry. Did she just say, yeah, you're going to go, wow, you're going to latch onto that? The rest of this is pretty bad.
To free shit.
Dude, you see what she said here? I've never seen this. Oh my God, right here. What is this? Chimp outs? What the absolute holy God? What is that? I've never heard that one. Holy shit. Yeah, she can say this. I can't say this. I don't know what melanin persuasion you guys are, but if yours is anywhere near mine, you can't say this. Woo! I have never heard chimp outs. But if you don't want to be compared to monkeys, don't act like them. Don't do the hand and arm waving and the weaving and bobbing of the head. That's shit you'd see in a Tarzan movie. Just saying. So I'll back up just a little bit and hear her say that again.
And making these people even more entitled. You can see in the chimp outs, they think they're entitled to free shit. Well, I have a word for you, Daquan and Shaniqua. Just get up on your feet and work like a normal person. and maybe try having less nigglets. Watching all
Sorry. I did not see that one coming. Whoo, shit. Whoa. Just don't pick up bottled water. Make sure you have ways to treat water and educate yourself on how to make water potable. Yep. I can do that. I'm a Boy Scout. I have my flint and everything. I can make fire. I was a Boy Scout. Hell yeah. I grew up in the country. I'd take a canoe out to the Mississippi River Slough Islands, disappear for weeks on my own. Batteries for my radio. Yeah, a couple cans of SpaghettiOs. But I had other stuff that I would put in tinfoil. Yeah, tinfoil. Catch my fish, put some other stuff in there, and cook it on a fire. I used to sleep in an old military surplus jungle hammock. So I'm a country boy. Trust me, I live in the city now. Don't mean I know nothing. Plus, my family has got land out in the middle of nowhere, and they have a well, and we have a generator. So, woohoo! Yeah, well, Jay Watterson, that'd be true if I said that. I'm not saying any of those words she said. That is a melanated human saying that. And she's a feminine melanated human, so she can say it. I cannot. But I've never heard the phrase chimp out. But yes, she is dead on. Just like Sog said, dead on. 100%. But yeah, I know how to purify water. I know how to make water. I know how much bleach you can drip into water also to kill bugs and critters and nasties. But yeah, boy, I'll tell you, the grocery store is going to be peaceful. There's going to be a lot less of them all showing up with 10 baskets of stuff. While me and my wife are going, okay, no, we can't have this week, or oh, got to budget this, or nope, can't have that. While they're all wheeling up their carts, running their government cards through. So yeah, it's going to be different. All right, let's head into one or two of these. Let's get some fun.
And if you got to take those groceries, go ahead and take them. If you got to walk smooth out the door, just take them. I don't care. I support you. I support that message, and I'm going to mind my business. That's what I'm going to do. If I see somebody walking out with a cart full of groceries that I know is unpaid, like, I'm minding my business because so what? They're taking away food from y'all. And
No. We're not taking away shit. That is shit we were giving you. Oh, no. See, that's the entitlement. They're taking away my food. No, we were giving you that food in the first place. We just aren't, the proper way of saying is we are just not giving it to you. Grasshopper and the ant. This is Grasshopper and the ant. She expects the ant to work their ass off and hand her food. For one, the ant is going, nope, I got to feed my family. And she's going, you're taking away my food. No, it's the ant's food. It is my food and your food. She's saying this wrong. She's wrong. We aren't taking your food, sweetie. We're just not giving you our food for once.
I see a lot of people making videos and in the comments saying, well, that's not the solution. What is the solution then? Because
get off your ass, go to work. Get off your ass. Go ask your baby daddies. Hey, baby daddies. Hey, come on. Jay Watterson, hang on to that comment of yours. Oh, boy. Stereotypes happen for a reason. Let me help you out. I'm going to guess she has 2 to 5 kids from 2 to 5 baby daddies. Go talk to your 2 to 5 baby daddies and go, little Daquan, little Shaniqua, little Lexus, little click, needs food. Supply it. Talk to your baby daddies. Don't talk to me and everybody else out there. Just say it.
It's either take that or let your kids starve. Like, I don't see like what's going on right now is just pure evil. They do not care if y'all eat.
They don't.
So why should we care about the money that's going into those corporations? That's all I'm saying. Like, we want to do something just has to be done. Like, I don't know what the solution is, but
not once have you heard, maybe I should talk to my baby daddies. Not once have you heard her go, maybe I should have kept my legs closed until I can afford to pay for my kids, or maybe I should get a better job to pay for my kids. No, I'm going to say how dare you people not give me, the grasshopper, your food? Grasshopper and the ant. How many times have I said, today's lefties, if they do teach you grasshopper and the ant, they say the grasshopper's the good guy and the ant is the prick for not just giving stuff away that the ant has worked for.
I will say, if you gotta take that food, go ahead and take it. Just go ahead and take it. Like, the more people that do it, they'll get the picture, because no mother should have to pay $60 for one can of baby formula.
Show me. That is bullshit. Show me. Also, by the way, mama, baby formula is bad for babies. Go look that shit up. Why aren't you feeding your kid yourself the way Mother Nature intended? There is a huge difference. Baby formula is nowhere near as good as mama's milk. $60 can of baby formula is bullshit. And maybe, once again, you shouldn't have gone and screwed 3-4 guys and had 3-4 kids by each of them guys. Well, no, it's our problem. That's it. It's a me and you problem. We don't want to take care of her kids. How dare we not want to pay for her kids? Let me say something really crappy. You ready for this? And I'm not talking to this girl here. By the way, you notice she's not fat. She's also looks well kept, well put together. She speaks clear English, no ghetto accent. I'm sure she can go ghetto when she wants to, but hear how she acts. Hear how this one acts. Maybe there's a difference. But maybe, since she's ghetto, let me tell you something right now. Maybe it's not my job as a white person to feed your kids who you teach to hate white people anyway most of the time. We already know most of the racism in this country comes from the black community. So if you are ghetto, there's more likely a chance you are teaching your 5 baby daddies' kids to hate white people. But then you depend on the white people to give you food because you want to go screw 5 or 6 baby daddies and have little kids. I'm not calling them what she did. Just saying.
Ridiculous. Like, it wasn't even that much when my tube was coming up, and it was expensive then. Now it's ridiculous. And I suggest that y'all do the same as far as minding your business. Like, if you see somebody walking out, just turn and look the other way. Like, ain't no time. There's not time to be trying to play Captain Save America, trying to do the right thing, trying to stand up. Like, no. Let them people walk out, and then you might want to do the same thing too. That's all I'm saying. So
let's start here. Yeah, go to Shaniqua face. But if you don't want to be considered primates, don't act like them. Okay. Fine. Do you know how many of your local grocery stores will close? You guys all start walking out with all their groceries, they'll close. You'll have even less places to get your groceries. Then the places are going to go out to, their prices are all going to go up. You're going to be even deeper in a hole. Good luck. Good luck.
Non-perishables, like with our food stamps, like rice and a couple canned things, some applesauce to replace eggs if we want to bake something. We got extra flour, we got extra sugar, we got some extra stuff, but maybe it would last us a month, maybe 2. If we have to start paying for food, like all of our food, yeah, I may make more videos. So if you guys want to cut down on the people who need help, what are we doing about SNAP?
Hey, this same person here is probably mad we're kicking illegal aliens out of the country. Illegal aliens who are on SNAP, who are getting government benefits. Maybe we wouldn't be bitching as much about SNAP and welfare stuff if we didn't have between 30 and 50 million illegal aliens on it. You know, they're taking your shit. But no, these lefties, keep them here, keep them here. No. Automatic right there. We have to pay for our food. You can go grow some. My wife and I grow some. Grow some here at home, grow some at my parents' house. Just saying. You can grow stuff in a pot and eat it. Grow these little tomatoes, little bitty tomatoes on plants. Damn that plant, that put out. I'm going to go cook bacon tonight. Our last probably harvest of tomatoes. We had a little bit of freeze last night. I don't know if anything survived. But man, we harvested a crap load. Those plants are cheap. Add a little water. little bit of time, and man, Mother Nature provides. Just saying.
Everybody going around saying that motherfuckers ain't getting food stamp next month. Mind you, bitch, I'm on food stamp. Let me tell you this right now. Donald J. Trump, I don't know what the fuck you got going on in that fucking house of yours, but bitch, you better fix it. Just because your ass going through some shit don't mean you gotta take it out on everybody else, bitch. Fix this shit right now. Let me not get my food stamps. Let me not get my food stamps. I'm going back to stealing. I don't care. If you leave your car unlocked in the middle of the night, lock it, bitch.
You gonna get perforated doing that. Be careful. People do not have a sense of humor anymore about this shit stealing. People have had it. People have had it with black people. Fatigue. Black fatigue is a real thing. Do not do this. I don't even care if you're white. Don't do this shit. You screwing with people's stuff. People have lost their sense of humor. You guys have been rioting and destroying and attacking. People are tired of it. Do not do this. We don't want to see you get clubbed or perforated. Do not do this shit.
Because if I don't get no food stamps, best believe me and mine's gonna eat regardless.
By the way, once again, listen to the way these people are talking. Listen to this lady.
All of these niggers lose their
God, not that one.
Their EBT is hilarious. Nobody told these women to have multiple kids with multiple niggers.
Besides the inflammatory words, listen to her diction. Listen to her English. Listen to these people. Seriously. I don't know if I can get it to reverse. Come on.
Everybody going around saying that motherfuckers ain't getting food stamp next month. Mind you, bitch, I'm on food stamp. Let me.
There's a difference in the people here. This is a black person. This is a person with more melanation than I have. These are, use her words for what they are. There's a difference. And a lot of black people know it. Chris Rock used to know it. Chris Rock did a whole stand-up special where he talked about that stuff. What do black people hate? Black people hate them some. Mm-hmm. That's why they don't live around them, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't feel for these people. Yeah, Sam's Club and Walmart, people going through, showing their EBT system went down briefly. Banning their carts because food stamps. But look at the carts. I don't know about you guys. I'm not rich. My wife and I budget. There are times where we go, gonna have to cut back on that this week, or next week, or the week after. Why is it all the people the EBT can buy so much? And look at the crap that's in these carts. Half of it's crap. If you really look, half of it is absolute crap. Now, we're only going to stay on this a little bit longer, but one last video, then we're going to move on. Now, to show I'm not racist,
whether or not.
Here we go.
This morning I called my local DSS office, and I asked them to confirm whether or not what I was hearing was true, knowing it was true.
First off, what's in her ears? What is in her ears? Now, I'm not sure of the brand, but those look an awful lot like Apple earpods they call them. Have you know how much those damn things cost? Those things are fucking expensive. She could buy a month or two of groceries for what those earpods cost her. Wearing a pretty new looking sweatshirt. Okay, so the car looks a little old, dated. Okay. I'll give her credit driving an older car. Yeah. New sweatshirt. You know, got the earpods. I don't know.
That SNAP benefits are not coming next month. And she said, yeah, no, you're right. They're not coming. I said, okay, well, I hadn't heard anything, confirming what I'm hearing. So I was just calling to check. And she said, you're not going to hear anything. And I said, well, why? And she said, well, your local DSS are trying to figure out what's going on, but the state DSS is not planning on telling anybody what's going on.
Now, here's another thing I was going to bring up real quick. Why is it the states aren't doing this? Why is it the states want to tell the federal government, F off? Don't you dare bring your immigration enforcement here. Don't you dare bring the ICE agents here. No CBP. No enforcing Trump federal laws. Why is it the states that want to say, screw your Second Amendment? Screw you if you voted for Trump. But then they look at the federal government and go, give me money. Hey, how about those states take care of their own people? You want the illegals? You pay for them. You want to tell the federal government to go F off? You don't get no federal dollars to these people. You see what happens? These states, including California, aren't handling their shit. So don't tell me about California breaking off. California can't afford it. Without federal dollars, California's done. All these lefty states suckle heavily at the teat. And I don't want to hear, well, a lot of right-leaning states take money too. They do. But they don't have the monster cities and populace. Your cities are over in a week. These people they'll be eating each other in about 12 days. Down south, a lot of the red cities, states, they'll hunt. They'll go find them a possum along the road. Just saying. You know? So yeah, I don't feel bad. These states, and she says the state, oh, we don't know what we're going to do. Use some of your state money. Ah! Not going to happen. All right. Yes, you can use iodine to put in some water to treat it. Yes. But you can use a couple drops of actual bleach, shake it up and let it sit for a while. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Go look up survivalists and how much you can put in per amount. Don't listen to me on that. I'm a dum-dum. I work on cars. It is everyone's business. Prices go up. Wages are stagnant. It's workers and consumers' business. 100%. Grocery industry is a horrid industry to make money in. The margins are like 1 to 3% or 1 to 4%. That's insane. That's insane. And how about this? You snap people. Go to food pantries. A lot of these grocery stores give away food to food pantries. So I'm just saying. But yeah, you're right. Everything you said right there is Joel is dead on. Yes, that guy. Stock up. Avoid these people next week. Yeah. Yep. I think, yeah. Wife and I already had a plan for that. Yep. The numbers of them are on TikTok. I don't have TikTok on this computer. I don't think TikTok is the ultimate evil in the universe, but there are certain systems I don't put TikTok on. I just do not. Even with my VPN running and the virus, I just, sometimes TikTok, I have a couple items I run it on, but they're dedicated to not having other stuff on it. Let's see. He sounds and looks a lot like someone out of the hills have eyes. Yeah, they do. Oh, Jay Watterson is trying to keep you guys all alive, by the way. So feel free to go look what he's posting here. Here's another water treatment article. Okay. We are about done, but thank you very much, guys, for leading me down some rabbit holes. Some of you know me, know I can't avoid me a rabbit hole. That sounds wrong. Okay. So that's a quick question here. Just a quickie. I had a... Let me see here. By the way, guys, before we move on to this real quick, do hit thumbs up for the stream. Share this idiot channel out if you would. And if you come back 2 or 3 times, then please subscribe. But this is Mia Joy. Now, I can't remember. I'm not a brainchild. I don't have a staff to help me with this. My brain has its own issues. I can't remember if this is a parody account. I don't think this one is. But they say who has voted for this? Truckers. Imagine losing your job because you can't speak good English. Don't drive here. That's what happened. What's happening to truckers driving during random DOT inspections? They're being pulled over, forced to read, write, and speak English on the spot. If they fail, fined, shut down, fired. Doesn't matter how long you've been driving. If you fail the English test, you're done. Yes. If I go to Germany and I can't speak, read, or write German, you think they're going to hand me a CDL? No. If I go to Mexico and I can't speak, read, or write Mexican, Spanish, whatever. I know some people from Spain that say, do not call it Spanish. Spanish and Mexican are different. Okay, I'm just going by what I got yelled at about. You won't be getting a government CDL there. Are you driving down to pick something up, bring it back, and you're not from that country? Fine. But you are in that country, you aren't getting their CDL. Most countries won't let you drive in their country at all, especially if you're a trucker, if you can't read, write that language, even if you're just driving out to pick something up. They don't want you not to be able to handle signs, directions, understand paperwork. Paperwork. Truckers have a shitload of paperwork. It's not our job to bend to your language to handle paperwork. Bullshit. You should be able to read our shit. So yeah. And then they said, who voted for this? We just had another one of these illegal immigrant truckers with an illegal immigrant CDL go and end 3 people's lives the other day. A woman and 2 kids. This is stupid. This is stupid. Just handing these things out. Imagine dying because someone couldn't read the road sign. That's what's happening, yeah? The guy doing the U-turn who ended some people a while back. Couldn't read the signs. Somebody just suddenly, go whip it around. He whipped a Yui right in the middle of the road. Because he couldn't read English. Trump is governing like he's been shot, indicted, investigated, impeached, and has no shits left to give. He's doing exactly what he promised us. Not 100 exactly. Close. A lot. I'll bet, come on. Tell me. Show me another president has done as much that he campaigned on as Trump has done. I can't think of a one, not in my lifetime. He's doing exactly what he promised us and exactly what we voted for. And it's glorious, yeah. Big or small, deport them all, 100%. Yep. Another non-English speaking truck driver causes a fatal crash in California. They're just handing these out. I think California, oh my God. I don't think we should allow a single California-issued, Illinois-issued, any sanctuary city or state-issued CDL out there. Because we already know these cities, counties, and states are lying to the federal government. CDLs are federal. They are lying. Remember we did a thing on my stream about a month ago where we showed that California has people in the government there to help you lie, to get you through the test, even if you can't read the test or pass it yourself. They are lying to put these people in these truck driving jobs. We should not let a single CDL come out of that state. And I'm talking even American truck drivers. Get your shit corrected there in your state. No. I'm done. You want to drive CDL in your state, you stay there. You aren't going to get a California CDL where they've openly got government people helping them through all this stuff and just giving it to them even if they fail. You don't get to drive out of that state and kill the rest of us. You want to end people? It's going to be in your state. This is in California, so guess what? This is on the head of every California government official who did this shit. So yeah, I am tired of it. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I saw a clip of the trucker who was cooking some sort of curry on a hot plate while driving. Yeah. Yep. I have that in my email. A friend sent that to me. Holy bejesus. I don't know if it's the same one, but a guy was actually looking off cooking, doing something. Yeah. Nuts. They should have never been allowed a license, much less a CDL. Yeah. Class A, an 80,000 pound rolling missile. Yeah. It's nuts. It's just stupid crazy. I'm opening all your tabs, Jay Watterson. Just saving them. Make sure I got them saved up here. Get them off our roads. 100%. 100%. It's nuts. All right. So we are just about done here. I'm over 2 hours. I didn't quite get my time, but a couple quickies here, guys. This is something. Okay. I've been preaching that illegal immigrants in America are arrogant. The sheer arrogance of coming here, shitting on our country, waving your flag, Viva la Venezuela, Viva la Mexico, Viva la whatever else, and then saying F America, and then going, screw you, you gotta let me stay. Oh my God, how dare you send me back to my country I love. Arrogance. Shitting on America, but then demanding we let you stay here. A Gazan refugee goes on a furious rant over her neighbor's Halloween decorations, shouting, fuck Westerners, fuck white people. This says deport. I believe this is in Canada, though, but I'm not sure. Palestinian refugee rips white people for putting up Halloween decorations. Goes on expletive-filled rant. Go home. Why is it Americans are supposed to accept immigrants to come here that hate us, hate our country, hate our culture? If America's so horrid to you, why are you here? If Canada's so horrid to you, why are you there? Well, I know why you're in Canada, because they'll bend over backwards and do whatever for you. They'll let you go and diddle their kids and not do a damn thing. Goes on in the UK, unfortunately. So, yeah. But, yeah, this shit here. I don't know if you've heard this, but this, whoa. Let me make sure this is set. It goes off after I don't play anything for a while. So, here we go.
I just want to ask, is this okay? Is this like how holidays look like? This is like just across the street from my sister's. Like, is this fucking okay?
Well, considering ours is fake, your shithole country does this for real, I can just say, I'm not going to be very nice here. Fuck off. You guys do this shit for real. There are videos all over of your people who will saw off people's head on camera while they're alive. Slowly. Cut their heads off. Alive. Cut body parts off. Ended women and children on camera. You do this shit for real. We do this shit for a holiday make-believe going, ha ha ha. You go, ha ha ha, and really do it. You know what? She's more upset about fake holiday enjoyment than she is really hacking people up. Head on back to Gaza. This is why nobody wants Gaza, Palestinian people in her country. That's why Egypt and all the countries around there say, screw that, we don't want them.
What's the fun about it?
Macabre.
Like, what
Ghosts,
is the
goblins.
fun about it? What is civilized about it? What is holiday about it? Fuck you all. Fuck you, like, white people. Fuck you, like, Westerners and West. Like, ah.
Like, ah. Like, ah. Like, go the fuck home. Go back to the East. Once again, fuck Westerners. But I'm in your country and you should let me stay, but fuck all your shit. Fuck your country, fuck your flag, fuck your president, fuck you white, fuck you brown, fuck you whatever, fuck your holidays, fuck your kids, fuck your dogs, don't care. Go home. Get out. The sheer arrogance. The arrogance.
I don't know what to say. Like, fuck everyone.
I think she should be found and instantly deported. Instantly. Done. Gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Besides, you're an ugly fudger anyway. Palestinian refugee rips white people for putting up Halloween decorations. Once again, at least ours are fake. Ours are fake. Yeah, her coughing up death to the ADF. Yeah. But still, ours are fake. Yours are real. I think I'll go with our fake ones going, tee-hee, we like to go with ghosts and goblins and macabre. You are the ghosts and goblins and the macabre. You are the people go around hack and chop. For real. In your home country, this right here, this is a real thing. This isn't some made up plastic crap you buy or some crafts you made with food coloring or something. These are real people in your country. But you want to come here and bitch? Feel free to go home any damn time. Once again, this is why you should always vet. I don't care if you're in the UK, Canada, Mexico, America. You vet who comes into your country. You don't share our beliefs, fuck off. You don't come here. You do not come here. It's nuts. People don't have the right, especially if they don't follow what is in our country, what we want to be, who we want to be, how we want to live. Letting people just come in who hate us doesn't make us better. Lefties, tell me how this makes us better, how this makes us stronger, how a woman like this is making us, Canada, I care which country it is, better. How is she improving us? Coming in and hating on everything. Of course, she's going to fit in with lefties real good who hate all Halloween costumes. Screw you. All right. Hey, Rich, what's up, man? Oh, no problem, Rich, no problem. I'm not going to be on much longer. My dogs are starting to get frisky upstairs. I got to walk them here in a minute. How you doing, Rich? That's what we've been going over today. Last few links I put in are a good start for water treatment. Yep. And you can also buy the little water things. You can put water in, it filters through. We have water filters here. Filter pitchers, too. We have filter pitchers that not only will clean our tap water, but we could dump our Mississippi River water into it and it would take shit out. We have our water pitcher that takes all the chlorine out of our water. We don't like that shit. Not just the chlorine, the fluoride. That's out of chlorine and fluoride. It's actually Hallows Eve, November 1st, day to remember, lost loved ones. Yep. But no, I just don't like anybody coming here crapping on our holidays. Remember, these people don't like Christmas either. So this country was founded on certain holidays. All Hallows Eve and Christmas and New Year's and all the other stuff. No, it's just let people come in who hate our holidays. By the way, look up in the background of this woman, by the way. See what's behind her? Intifada. You can exit-tifada out of the hell of our country. We should never allow any immigrant to come in here who has this shit and this cup and everything else. No, fuck off. You are asking for trouble. All right. Here we go, guys. Okay, about done. I can't remember if I played her or not. I don't know if I played her or not. I think we might have.
I found out today that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech as a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him. Sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect suddenly just went boop, and I hate him now. I found out today.
That's a you problem. Okay, I'm going to say she's 24 years old. Since the age of 12, she's been told to hate anybody that doesn't believe everything she does, that is on the center or the right. If you're not left, hate them. Hate Trump. Trump will end women, end black people, end the country. King, fascist, whatever. You are. She's been taught to hate you. She's so ingrained with this and brainwashed. This is the way a lot of these people are. I'll say it right out. A lot of these people are unfixable. They are unsafe to be around and they're unfixable. They are like her. She knows somebody for years, likes them, even almost loves them as a fellow great friend. Oh my God, you're a conservative? Now the hate wells in her because once they're programmed this way, it's Clockwork Orange. It's almost impossible to fix them totally. These people will go insane. If they're not already insane, but they've been programmed for hate. And this just shows there's a lot of them out there like this. I'm going to guess this started when she was 12 to 14 years old, and now the hate is built in. She can't even look at this person now and go, oh, come on, maybe the conservatives aren't that bad. No, I hate him. That is scary, 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 scary shit. Scary shit. Last little thing here. Donald Trump just casually admitted the ballroom will now cost $300 million. That's $50 million more than he claimed. He's actually said it could cost up to $350 million, but it doesn't matter. He's not paying. We're not paying for it. Him and donations are paying for it. We ain't paying, so it doesn't matter. Dumbasses. Morons. Lefty moron, lefty moron. So, yeah. All right. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? I met a new chick. Everything was going great. Then she asked, do I like Trump? Oh, boy. I'll tell you what. That's how you know if you get a good one. My wife voted for Trump. That's how you know. That's how you know you got a good one. My wife says it's not a meal without meat. That's how you know you got a good one. She's a meat eater. She likes America, likes American flags, likes Trump. Hells yeah. I feel I hit the friggin' jackpot. So yeah, if you meet a girl, I'm telling you. And by the way, I'm going to tell you something right here. Apologize to any ladies in the chat. Don't stick your dick in crazy, guys. I don't care how hot this person is. Don't stick your dick in crazy. They're nuts. It ain't worth it. It isn't. Defo need that mate. Yes, Andrew. You know what I mean? That can go every way you're thinking it. So yeah, 100%. And you know, when you ask her. Oh, here's another question. How many genders are there? Can you tell me what a woman is? My wife can tell me what a woman is. My wife can tell me what gender roles are. We're not the most traditional, but if there's a bump in the night, she's not going to get up. I'm getting up. Now, she'll back me up. She's a good shot, too. She'll back me up. But there's certain things we do. So that's how you know. Hey, American Explorer, what's up? Is he? Oh, God. Okay, he's not behind me. Don't say that, man. All right, guys, I hate to do this, but my wife is on the way home. I'm at 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was trying to keep it under 2, and I failed. I failed, and I blame you guys. I'm blaming you guys for giving me more stuff to talk about than I had up here wanting to talk about. The EBT meltdowns. Good one. Very nice. And we spent a little more time on some of the Coast Guard stuff, but you know what? Yeah, hell's yeah. Don't stick your conservative right now. Oh, no kidding. Oh, I'm not doing too bad, American Explorer. How's it going? All right, guys. I hate to do this, but I do have to get off here. If you haven't, whether you're on YouTube or Rumble, please hit thumbs up for the stream. If this is your third time here, then I please ask you to subscribe. Other than that, guys, I think we're going to head out. But I do appreciate your time. I don't know if I'll get back on yet tonight. If I do, it would be a red-eye stream. If not, I will do my very best to be on tomorrow afternoon or evening. And I appreciate you taking any of your time to be here. And you're crazy for doing so. And thank you very much, by the way, Danny and Jay Watterson and all the rest of you, and Joel and Urbexy and I said Jay Watterson, but he's here so much I gotta say it twice. American Explorer, Sog, bro from over in the UK, man. Thank you all for spending some time here. Thank you all for your input. As you can see, I love the chat. I'm not just here to talk out of my ass. Well, sometimes, but I like the chat. You guys came up with stuff tonight. I don't mind you dragging me down with more stuff. It's not a dragging me down. It's more the, I thought I got out and they drug me back in, that type. But I appreciate it. And by the way, nobody got the Oswald Cobblepot reference from earlier. It is the name of the penguin from Batman. Oswald Cobblepot. In case you were wondering. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Danny. God bless everyone. Be safe. Be happy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And, man, there's some stuff going on. And that is my cue. My wife is home and the dogs are going knucking futs. All right. Talk to you. If not tonight, it'll be sometime tomorrow, as long as shite don't hit the fan. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Let's see if the cold weather in the next few weeks can slow down the lefty nuts. Won't help in California or Florida, but it'll help in some areas. Chicago gets cold. Thank you very much. Sorry, American Explorer. Thank you, Rich. And have a good one.